Yes, guys, Ryjack back for another video. Today, we're looking at Man City, Bodo, Glimt, the Champions League, and I can't lie, I'm not happy. Again, another poor performance, back-to-back stinkers from this club. I mean, maybe I shouldn't be too upset as I am now. I mean, we've been trending somewhat down in the last 3 weeks since the turn of the year. It's been generally poor, but man, I thought the United game would be as bad as it gets, and this almost feels worse. It is Bodo Glimt. I mean, no disrespect to the Bodo Glimt club and fans, but you guys are in 32nd place in this Champions League. You have won no games so far, and this is game 7, and we go out and put out that performance. It's unacceptable in my book. Unacceptable from Manchester City. I am close to a loss for words, but I will try and get them out and voice my frustrations. Of course, let me know in the chat what you guys think of the game, as well as general thoughts on what we do to move forward, because this sucks. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Anyway, if you're new, hit subscribe. See more rants like this one here from me. I do appreciate it. We're on the road to 1,000. So anybody new, do hit subscribe. All right, let me pull this up. 3-1, Bodo Glimt. And first half, I mean, we started the game okay. I would say it was okay. Norway at right back was a bit surprising for me. You know, if you look, the momentum was clearly on our side until they got their back-to-back goals. And Norway, like I said, was at right back. He and Cherky were linking together decently, where they were getting in behind and somewhat creating chances. Max Aline probably should score on a corner attempt. He does not. He basically misses the ball, and then the meltdown begins. Back-to-back errors from Max Aline. He comes out, charges out for a ball, doesn't get there. They break, they score. Immediately after the ball, after the goal, the ball kind of bounces awkwardly at Max Aline's feet. It goes up in the air. He cannot quite get enough on it, and it is intercepted, taken back the other way. Basically a fast break like in basketball. No one back for City. They make one pass and again score, and it's 2-0 inside 25 minutes after a decent start. So, you know, you kind of expect that moment to kick things into gear. That's not what happens. It's just a lot of side-to-side, limited effort, limited passion type football that I was watching for City. And that's disheartening. That is disheartening. Game continues into the second half. Haaland at some point had a chance. He probably should have scored, but doesn't, because he hasn't scored in 8 games. His longest streak in, 7 years, I think. 8 years, I saw the stat, since he was a child at Molde or something. I mean, I don't know what's going on with Haaland. I hear he's tired. I don't care. I'm not here for the excuses. I don't care that you are tired. I need effort. I need effort, and if you're too tired to play, take a seat and sit down. I cannot have this loafing around situation, this horrible body language, throwing your hands up. You're meant to be a captain of this club. I do not enjoy watching people moan about their situation. If you are too tired to give us effort, you need to be on the bench. And I would have benched him for this game. I would have given him a rest and started Marmoush. Didn't happen. Marmoush comes on, and Haaland ends up playing the whole game. So, again, another wasted opportunity to give the guy rest when Pep said he needs rest. I don't get it. We played him against Exeter. We played him against Bodo Glimt. I don't get it. Makes no sense to me. But, again, it is what it is. And then they get a third goal, 58th minute, Jens Peter Haug. Again, a team of players none of us City fans have ever heard of. They're in 32nd place. Again, I say 32nd place in this league table. He puts it in the top bin, so, you know, fair play, well-struck ball, but where's the closing down of the man? Where's the effort to defend, to get back in the game? Not present. Cherky gets a nice deflected goal basically right after that, and you think, all right, fine, maybe here we go, and then Rodri, for whatever reason, gets 2 yellows in under a minute. I don't really know why we're complaining. Pep was complaining. Rodri was complaining. It's 2 yellows. It is. He pulls the man back on the second one. The second one is an absolute yellow. The ref has no choice. He has to give him a yellow card. Irregardless of you just got a yellow 50 seconds ago, what are we grabbing people on their shoulder and pulling them back as they break? You can't do that. You got to be smarter than that. Rodri gets sent off, and at that point, I mean, there's no hope getting back in the game. We're 30 minutes to go. We've basically created nothing, and we are down 2 goals. Again, they scored, but was offsides later in that. So 3-1, honestly, it's not even like a flattering scoreline. It could have been way worse than 3-1. Back-to-back, horrible, horrible performances from Man City. It's honestly, it's a bit ridiculous what we're watching here. If you look individually, I mean, the center back pairing, Husinov and Aline, it's easily their worst pairing of a game. Aline was not good today. He made a couple of nice long balls, especially early on. I thought he made a great long ball for a run for Nori, but the 2 errors that lead to goals are so, glaring errors that it's impossible to say he had a decent game. Husinov, not good as well. They were through on goals so often, it felt like. I think Husinov relies on that pace a bit too much. I've said that before. He needs to find himself better positioning to not have to rely on the pace. And, he just was out of position a few too many times today. Nori right back, I would have started him left back, O'Reilly in the midfield, and not played Rodri. I would have gone with a much heavier rotated team. Clearly, I underestimated Bodo Glimt's ability, but at the same time, we need some rotation. These players clearly have no legs. They have no energy. And I'm not using that as an excuse. I'm saying the manager has to do a better job of rotating, because I don't understand how you can go out and run the same guys into the ground and then be upset when you lose and you say you have no energy. Like, you are in control of these starting lineups. You know when the games are coming. You know that we have a ton of games this month. It's not like you can't look ahead on your schedule and say, wow, we have 10 games this month or whatever it is. We probably should rotate. I don't really get the lack of rotating the squad. It makes no sense whatsoever to me. Rodri, not a good game. Yellow card twice in a minute. Awful decision from him. Game ends basically right there. Cherky gets a goal, but largely ineffective to me. I don't remember a whole lot of creativity from him. Rico Lewis, he's just not that good of a player. It is what he is. Midfield Rico is better than right back Rico, but neither are particularly good. Reinders had minimal impact on the game. Foden, I don't know what's going on with him. I know he's got an injured hand, but that should not matter when you're playing this game. Again, really poor from Foden. Not a left winger, so I don't know. I don't really like the lineup. I don't like the formation. I don't like the build-up structure of the 3-1-6 that everyone's going on about. It's clearly not working. It seems like you would change things at the point of not working, but that's not the case. That's not what's happening. Maybe there's a bit of stubbornness from Pep in this, and that's something that has to be addressed by his coaching staff, and they got to come up to him and say, Pep, we got to change something. This ain't working, because this is unacceptable. Haaland, absolute stinker. Once again, ghosted performance. You thought maybe playing at home in his home country in Norway, he would play well, but again, looked out of it, looked disinterested, and lacked effort, which is concerning. Concerning for sure. All is not horrible, I should say, if we're being clear. City are still in 5th at present. There is still obviously a bunch of games left to play in this game week 7, match day 7 of the Champions League. Top 8 still very achievable if we win against Galatasaray next Wednesday. Ideally, I would like to think 16 points is enough for top 8 based on last year. So most likely, I'm assuming we do still get top 8 or have a chance at top 8. I mean, who knows? We might not win that game the way we're playing right now, but top 8 is not unachievable. And really, it doesn't matter where you finish in the top 8 as long as you get the top 8 and avoid this playoff nonsense. So big picture, it's not that bad. Small picture, it's bad. It's bad. That's what I would say. I mean, if you look at our fixtures, this is what's concerning for me. We'll go back to since the turn of the year. January 1, draw. January 4th, draw. January 7th, draw. January 10th, we play Exeter, a team of absolute no one, 10-1. Irrelevant result. Tuesday, January 13th, win against Newcastle. I'm excited. I'm thinking we are turning the leaf, and I'm happy to see where things go. But since that, the worst 2-game stretch of Pep's probably City career. 2-0 against United. Horrible performance. Could have been 6-0. Bodo Glimt, one of the worst teams in the Champions League. You lose 3-1, and you put in basically no effort. So that's where I'm at. I'm not happy. We have a big opportunity Saturday to fix things against Wolves. Will we show up? Will we decide we want to play? I don't know. That's what we need to look at and figure out. Do we want to play the game against Wolves? Because effort against Wolves, one of the worst Premier League teams I've ever seen, effort against them, you get the 3 points. It's at home. It's Wolves. Please show up, Man City. Do not let us down. There is still time to fix things, but at present, I'm unhappy and things are not going well. So that's my take on the game. That's my rant. I have nothing else to say. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this game. Obviously, I'm frustrated, but I will calm down and I will simmer a bit. Let me know your thoughts. I'll respond to all the comments as I always do. Like the video, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.